Hey everybody, come on, go ahead, get in, let's get settled. Oh man, and a hush fell over the crowd. That was great. Normally I have to shout for like 10 minutes before anybody pays attention. So yeah, if you're standing out in the hallway, if you could come in, important stuff to say to everybody today. So, first of all, ShellCon 2019, everybody, it's over. But the fun doesn't stop here. So, real quick, I wanted to look at some stuff that we were really proud of this year. So, some statistics from Reg. So we had 246 attendee tickets. That's a 65% increase from last year. That's awesome. And we, that's all you guys. So we had 176 tickets between speakers, sponsors, community tables, workshop presenters, and Raise Me. So that's basically the number of people that it took to pull this off over the weekend. So I've got a lot of people to thank. So that brings us up to a total of 422 people, and that doesn't count all the people that counterfeited their badges. So I want to thank our sponsors. So this conference wouldn't be affordable without them, and we've had a really good relationship with several of these sponsors from the beginning of ShellCon. They've supported us. They've put time and energy into finding ways that they can inject energy into the community. They sponsor specific events. They work with me to figure out how best we can use their resources. So let's give all the sponsors a huge hand. That being said, if you and your company think that there's a spot for you at ShellCon, we'd love to talk to you. So come up and find me afterwards. Okay, so if I could have Hugh come up.
All right, so this is the third year that DC 562 this year with the help of RC have run the CPF competition. I think it was a pretty good year overall. Every year we have some hiccups we have to do this year as well. But I think in the end it was pretty enjoyable for everybody. So first place, we've got some prizes that we have somewhere up here. Okay, awesome. So first place, we have MFP. They're gonna get the Hack RF1. So.
Also, Joe, you get a book as well. Take a book. I was kind of torn. I was kind of torn because as an original MFP, I was very proud of my team, but also I wanted to heckle them, so I was kind of, I don't know, torn on that one.
This was the closest year I think we've ever had. I think the first place came in at 2 minutes before the end of the competition. TG, no, it was not 3 minutes. It was 2. But in second place, with an amazing amount of effort, is Psycholics. They're going to get a Raspberry Pi 4. Thank you. Then last but not least, we had in third Meow, and Meow's going to get a Raspberry Pi Zero in the book as well. Awesome. So thank you for everyone who competed. We hopefully will be back again next year. We shall see. And the event is something that we learn from every year as well, so we hope to make it bigger and better each year. If you are interested in helping us, we are always open to challenge creation. Come hit us up. And if you're in the LA area, be sure to check out our partners, RSC. They do a lot of local community work and efforts here, and they helped us with a large amount of this year. So thank you very much.
So next contest we have is EDC, or Everyday Carry. So if Cannibal will go ahead and come on up. This is a brand new contest for this year that has never been done anywhere else. So I want to give him a chance to talk a little bit about it.
Hello. So EDC Engineer is an idea that I came up with at DEF CON when we were carrying all these tools and not really using any of them. This gave us a chance to, come up with different ideas on how to get past certain challenges. So it's the challenges are points, and then you take your points and you subtract the weight of your tools, and that is your score. So a lot of people did it really well, and it was a lot of fun, and I got a lot of really good feedback on how to improve it for the next time. So in first place, and the last entry for today is Mr. Bot. So you get toolbox and this trophy.
So I would like to point out, for those of you who can't see it, it's a Leatherman that was cast out of resin. And the funny part is that Mr. Bot made the trophy.
Have you brought the trophy? Okay. He's going to pass it on to Zeta Punk, who came in second place.
Also, Zeta Punk? Book.
No choice.
So I've got. Yes.
Hello. I'm so glad you couldn't hear me. So I have two honorable mentions. One is for El Cantaro, who had the lightest kit. This was amazing. He came up and he looked at the challenges. Oh, I'm sorry. Third place is Bonnie.
I need to fucking figure out how to mic mute.
What is that number?
So next I would like to do honorable mentions. How much was the weight? 2 ounces.
Wow. What did it consist of?
A pair of scissors. He went to the gift shop and got a pair of scissors and did so many things and still managed to get about 114 points with a pair of scissors.
For scale, what was the maximum points?
Maximum points was about 160. But it also included things like sawing a 2x4. So, which one? The next one is best strategy, and that was the nerdy feline. She also did amazing and really analyzed the tools and the puzzles and came up with this entire strategy. When it was her turn to do the puzzle, to do the challenges, she put in earplugs. It was fantastic. Each of you are getting a little token prize. El Guitaro, you're getting a titanium snap ring because it's ultra light. And the nerdy feline, you are getting a titanium primer. I wanted to give a huge thanks to Peter, Holly, and Stell for helping run the lockpick and EDC area. I literally could not have done it without you guys. Thank you so much.
Cannibal is great because he lives kind of near me, me. I mean, he's great for a number of reasons. He lives kind of near me. So I'm like, hey, buddy, we're gonna do a thing. And he's like, oh, let me bring all of my skills to bear on this thing. Okay, I'll see you later. And then he shows up at con with the coolest things I've ever seen. Okay, so I wanted to throw this in here. It's a little bit cliche for closing remarks, but I heard some rumors that we might have some people from rather far away. So I wanted to see who is the longest distance from home right now. So let's start with who is. So everybody, put your hands up. All right. So put your hands down if you live in the U.S.
Damn it!
All right. So that narrowed that down pretty quickly. Keep your arms up if you don't live in the U.S. Is it really just the two? Oh, okay, we got more. So, all right. Put your arms down if you call North America your home. Canadians. Mexicans. All right. So is that last man standing? Are there any hands out in the hall? Okay. Well, El Cantaro wins then. Who did I miss? Where from?
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic. What size shirt are you? Please broadcast it to everyone in the room.
Is Czech Republic part of
Yeah. Thank you very much for playing. What inspired this is we had a large number, like 10 registrations from Poland come in. So I don't know if that contingency.
I'm just excited.
I don't know if that contingency is still here, but thanks guys for coming out. I know that it wasn't really an option for El Cantaro. Go ahead.
Divine intervention.
That's right. Well, I'm certainly glad that he got stuck here because it meant that he graced us with his presence this weekend. So, okay. I want to do some thank yous because I have an incredible team, and this con ran really smoothly this weekend because I have an incredible team and because they put in an enormous amount of effort. So these are arranged not in any particular order because it's me and I'm sorry, but we're just going to go through it. So Jared, thank you for organizing the CFP this year, and for anybody who's on the CFP review board. If you have never done a CFP review, it's a lot of work. It's extraordinarily difficult to pick between really good presentations, and we ended up having a huge number of submissions this year, which is awesome. I love that, but it came with the negative of having to reject some people, and that was really hard. It was incredibly challenging to figure out. We wanted to see it all. We can't do it. So thank you for submitting. Thank you for the review. Also, on top of that, that's not like, so that's the stuff that Jared takes care of during the year. And then at con, the poor man wrangles speakers. And I don't know about you guys, but the speakers are hard to track down when they're sober. Okay, so the other really crucial thing that we had that's been going on all year is getting the Crown Plaza. So what did you guys think of the Crown Plaza?
The bar is open late this year.
Yeah. See? So we really like the Crown Plaza. I think we may end up here again. So I'm glad to hear that you guys liked it. If you have any suggestions for us, anything, please let me know. Send us an email. But also, if you have suggestions specifically for how you'd like to see the venue configured a little bit differently, maybe you saw a pain point with crowd flow, let us know. I was pretty busy putting my hair out all weekend, so one of the ways, the primary reason that the Crown has been such a good venue is because we have Sonia and Lori, who have spent countless hours negotiating with the hotel, organizing things, About a month ago, there was a change of ownership, and so even though the overall contract was in place, all of the details and all of the fine precision work was just gone, and we started over from scratch. So the fact that things went as smoothly as they did is a tribute to how hard they worked. So Lori and Sonia, if you would please stand up. Okay. So. Yeah, no, this is very on purpose. They're laughing at me because it says website team. There's just Davey. Like, that one man never sleeps, right? So I was telling him, I was like, normally there's a process when you're pushing stuff to essentially what we consider our production website. And normally that goes through some sort of submittal process, but he switched that out and we switched over to telepathy. So I would think about a change that I wanted to see on the website, and then I would log into Slack to tell him that I wanted to change, and it'd be fucking there already. How do you do that? So he's put in a huge number of hours, so go to him with all of your complaints. So for all of the gorgeous signage and the t-shirts around the conference, our lovely graphic designer Barbie puts in an enormous amount of time, and we've often said that she's the soul of the conference because it's the image that everybody sees. So we did some incredibly cool art this year. She also got this cool sub thing made, photo poser, and that's been more fun than it was. Than it cost. So it was, ta-da! It was awesome. So thank you, Barbie, for all of your incredible hard work and late nights. Okay, so Luis is our AV lead, and this year we rent the equipment. This year we decided that we wanted to focus on some expansion, and so we ended up purchasing some portion of our audio-visual equipment, which meant that Luis had to then deal with partially rented systems and partially owned systems and somehow make that work. He did an amazing job with very little help. Basically, no help before con. It was all Luis. So thanks to Luis. And then at Con for AV, he had a bunch, we call them the team. They are high school students that are affiliates of the con, and they volunteered their time today and yesterday to come help. And so not only are they incredibly hardworking and fun to hang out with, but hopefully they're getting some real world skills that they can apply. So good job, team. So Raise Me is the career focused portion of the conference, and I'm totally springing this on her. But does Lori want to come up and say a couple of words about Raise Me? I can wing it if you want me to.
So, just to thank everybody for participating, sending resumes. And
Microphone.
We got a lot done this year. Just want to thank everybody for participating. What do you want to engineer? Okay, I want to thank everybody for participating. We had more than 90 people sign up for. How many consulting appointments we have, it was an all-time record. And we're seeing a lot of repeat people that are going to the next place in their careers. It feels awesome to be part of that. Thank you very much.
Hector, are you here? Okay, Hector is our veteran or salute team lead. He's prior service, and he's also just a wonderful guy. So he organized, so we were able to sponsor 10 veterans this year. Actually, I'm sorry, we were able to sponsor 12 veterans this year. Because we had a sponsor who was able to purchase 2 tickets for veterans. So that's really awesome. We were able to have, basically inside of Raise Me, there was a track of talks called Salute, where it focused on prior service members, or would we consider that active duty as well?
Yes.
Okay, so it's active duty and prior service, but it focuses primarily on transition into civilian tech. So that's not something that I see at any other conference, and I think that's amazing. So thank you so much to Hector for putting that together. Okay, so for security, physical security, and the code of conduct, Brett or Static was amazing this year, super helpful, and came in somewhat last minute, because we asked him to, please, and he saved us from a bind. So not that bind though, different kind of bind. So thank you so much, Brett. Okay, so for volunteer leads, in and amongst those, we had about 65 to 70 total volunteers between Raise Me, Hacker Village, and general volunteers. And the people leading those were Hannah, Anna, and Victor. So they put an enormous amount of effort in and dealt with the hundreds of emails that I didn't want to deal with. So thank you so much for coordinating that, Hannah, Anna, and Victor. And thank you to Sarah and Jose. They were the volunteer leads for the teen team. For context, both Sarah and Jose are also teens. So we had a big party last night out at the pool, and we're gonna have another big party tonight at the bonfire. So hopefully we'll see you there. The only reason that happened is because Sonia came and she told me, and she said, I'm organizing these events. And I said, okay. And she's done an amazing job. She has pulled together on a shoestring budget beautiful decorations and all kinds of fun things to be there. We're gonna have delicious food showing up. And it's very exciting. So thank you again to Sonia for organizing all the parties. If you were a general volunteer, a Raise Me volunteer, or a Hacker Village volunteer, thank you so much. It's wonderful to see the number of red shirts in the room, and you guys did an amazing job all weekend. This con would not function without staff, and the 12 or 13 of us that are on core couldn't do it alone. So thank you for being willing to donate your time. So if you were a speaker, thank you so much. It's hard. It's a lot of work and effort to do that and coordinate all of that before con. To come up with new ideas, to have fresh ideas. So real quick, just shout out from the audience, everybody who went to talks. What were some of the favorites?
Social engineering.
Mainframes. There was the silence comes. People are like, there was so many amazing talks. I don't know which one to pick.
Shotgun 101.
Yeah. So thank you so much for putting in that time and effort, and we look forward to what you bring around next year. If you have never spoken before, ShellCon is the perfect venue for you to do that. So, we are not terribly huge, as you can see from the attendance in this room. And so we also have really passionate, really interested, and really intelligent individuals who are willing to help you with your talk. I'm just talking about the community. This is not like a ShellCon specific thing. The people in this room want to help you make your talk better, and this is a good place to practice. So if you have never spoken before, submit next year. So we started doing workshops last year. So the workshops are a 4-hour hands-on environment format that are held in these 2 rooms over here. And we doubled the number of workshops that we had this year. So that's crazy. It was an enormous amount of work. That was another Jared thing. And so thank you so much for handling all of that. If you were a presenter, I know how much work it takes to put together a cohesive 4-hour format. So thank you for sacrificing weeks of your life for this conference. Okay, so for the CTF, show of hands who played the CTF. Awesome. So thank you for participating. The team that put it together this year has been with us from the beginning. I knew I was going to do it. I misspelled. I'm just going to fix it.
That's the one you're gonna fix?
Good.
Just put an asterisk.
I created the E.
Did I get the minds wrong too?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I get wrong with everybody. Everybody? All 3 of them? Good. Good. But I'm phonetic, okay? Don't be phonetic. Yeah. So, these guys, despite the fact that I cannot type their handles, put in some crazy time this year, worked through some really tough challenges, and we're willing to bring it back. So, despite the fact that some of them have moved, some have had, dramatic life situation changes, they pulled through and put together what I heard was a fucking amazing capture the flag. So thank you guys, I really appreciate it. I'm just not gonna call out your names next year.
Just call them up, don't write them up.
Then it's phonetic.
Hooked on Phonics worked for me. Okay, so for IoT Village, is Aaron here? Okay, so Aaron and Jamie put in some awesome time. Who played IoT Village? Okay, awesome. Yeah, it's it's something that's new. We actually started that here at ShellCon. I can't remember whether we started it at Layer 1 or ShellCon.
You can have it.
It's the same team, so we're all on the same family. So we have been some of the earliest villages for Internet of Things and the hacking of said things. So it's growing. We're still trying to figure out the best way to do it, and Aaron and Jamie did an awesome job this year. So thank you very much to them for pushing through and getting that to work so well. Okay, so for Lockpicking Village and EDC, thank you so much to the wonderful team that we had. You guys were just nailing it the whole time. We took the team over to show them lockpicking. And not only were they thrilled, but they came out, they were like, that was one of the best instructors ever. So that is an incredibly high compliment. So Cannibal and Polly are old friends, and then I just met Peter, and he was wonderful, so thank you very much for coming down and donating your time. And then for Stell and Natalie, thank you so much. They got somewhat randomly assigned to Lockpicking Village. I needed some extra help, and I thought, well, these people will rapidly learn how to lockpick, and they both already had instructed at Lockpicking Villages. So you can't make that up, folks. That's awesome. Thank you. ShellCon's team was Barbie, and then she worked really closely with Pinguino. So all of the art tables in Hacker Village was amazing. All of the lighting was amazing. And then there was all of the centerpieces on the tables. I thought that really brightened up Hacker Village, and it was amazing. So that was Pinguino coordinated with us for all of the decorations, and then she also helped put together the call for art and the photo wall. So thank you very much to Pinguino and Kyle, and then Vine was there pretty much the whole time, hauling stuff around and helping out with whatever need be. And then thank you very much to Moose and our guitarist, Matt. Thank you for being a last minute call. So that was awesome. So next year, at least one track will be devoted entirely to Moose playing violin. And then we're going to amplify them so that you can actually hear them over the end of people talking.
I hear there's one track that's dedicated to giving Moose free whiskey then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Moose.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you who enjoyed the music in Hacker Village, Ice Tray was an amazing DJ. He brought all his own stuff. He hauled it up from San Diego. Like, yeah, sure, it's no big deal, no problem. And he spun just an amazing set. It was just the right amount of chill and quiet so that people working on the CTF didn't get overwhelmed, but you could still talk. So thank you for making the Hacker Village a wonderful place to be. And then Anya put together the jellyfish, this one, and did an amazing job. And then pretty much those are my favorite. With parts supplied by Pinguino. So thank you. For those of you who know my history with the con, I was mostly looking over Hacker Village, so that is certainly where I'm the most excited to be, and it's my favorite part of the con. And this year, it blew my mind. It was awesome because it was colorful, it was popping, people looked like they were having fun. So if that's the kind of environment you want to see, please let us know. Please provide some feedback. For our community tables, we had a bunch of local groups come in, and we really enjoy working with them. We really enjoy collaborating with those teams. So thank you so much for the people that were willing to staff those tables and interact with ShellCon members, because I think that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what cons you go to as long as you're working together with people in your community and building each other up, right? I also just wanted to congratulate Sonia and Davey. Is Tyler here?
No, he's already at the bottom bar.
He's not. He's at that door right there.
Shut up.
Going down next year.
You gotta be here for that to happen.
Yeah.
You gotta show up.
There was, so for this year, there was exactly one game of beer pong.
Also, will be one game last year, let's be clear.
So the final thank you that I have is I just want to thank all the attendees who came out and made this con possible. You know, if nobody came to the con, it wouldn't be any fun, right? I could sit here in the empty halls with all the cool toys and all the cool stuff, and I would be bored and silly. So thank you for being a part of our wonderful community and for making it a great place to be. I really had fun this weekend. Thank you. I can tell about half of you are like glazed over or maybe hungover. Like, man, is he still talking about it? Just if you want to stay in contact with us, follow us on Instagram or Twitter. Isn't this a wonderful photo? The whole reason for this slide was so that I could put this photo in. Okay, so what are we doing for the bonfire? Get to the deep, Zach. So, the place that we go is the Rio Beach Bonfire Pits, and it is just down the street. According to this highly technical Google Maps screenshot, it's 9 minutes away, so you have no excuses. 7 minutes if you take the weird bendy place. So,
It actually bothers me that you don't have the optional route selected. It really is bothering me.
So then this also highly technical Google Maps or Google Earth screenshot. The parking is where you pull in and then you walk a really short distance, and that is due west towards the ocean.
Two sides.
That's the ocean.
But
Alright,
the parking lot goes in on two
don't listen to
sides.
me, apparently.
You're only Google on your phone anyway. Let's see how
If everyone is shouting south because it's down on the fucking map, you can rotate it. You hold control. So, okay, so there's the address. If you, for some reason, forget all of the things that I just said because you're hungover or bored of me talking, it's all on the website. There's a button called Bonfire, and Davey's probably not going to update it between now and then. It's already up to date. We're good to go. So you don't have to worry about information changing. One final note, the parking lot is locked at 10, so you probably want to have your vehicle out of the parking lot before that occurs. So, real quick, Steve, if you come up on stage. So, in the background this year, we had some pretty major organizational changes. Sean, who was a co-founder with Lori and I, moved, and he still really wanted to be involved, but life kind of got in the way, and so he wasn't able to be as heavily involved this year, and I needed help. So I reached out to Steve, who was part of the core team last year, primarily in an operational role, and asked him if he'd be willing to come be my co-director. So Steve's been pretty much documenting all of our processes, which had to have been a nightmare. And yeah, a little. He's been really great. So he's slowly ramping up and stepping up in his role in ShellCon. So I just want to welcome him and let you guys know that if you have any questions that you would direct to me, that now you can direct them to Steve. No, wait. That Steve and I are going to be working together to make sure that this con continues to grow and continues to have the level of quality that we saw this year.
Yay.
So our next one.
Just
There you go. All right. So thank you, Zach, and thank you for inviting me on board to help out with this amazing event. Thanks everyone who's participated and been a part of the core team and made me feel welcome as one of the team members. I just wanted to make kind of a quick comment on the fact that I've been an entrepreneur and a project manager my entire life, and so I build teams. It's what I love to do. I enjoy it, and this I've been given the most amazing team I've ever seen in my entire life. I cannot get over how just each individual piece of this puzzle, the person who's running it is perfect for their position. So I am honored to be a part of this. And I don't know, you guys are more part of the community. I'm not an active part of the community other than now this. But this seems and feels a lot different than a lot of other cons and conferences I've been to in other realms. And I think what we're building here is really, really special and really, really important. So thank you all who help, thank you all who attend, and it's been an amazing experience, and I look forward to helping just grow this thing and make it as best as it can.
Okay, real quick, before I let everybody out, DigitalOcean sponsored us this year, and they also donated a bunch of t-shirts. And so I've got them arranged by size because I just wanted to throw stuff at you guys. So, could you raise your hand if you're a small? Any smalls on that side?
Shirt cannon next year.
Yeah.
Zach. Zach.
Where's the arm? Can you just run it, Luis?
Mr. True Calling.
Would you be willing to run it back to Luis, please?
Sorry, I just like that. He's like in a penguin.
So those last two shirts are actually OG Shelcon shirts. So those were smalls that we had left over from last year. So those are rare commodities, folks. All right, mediums. Hands up if you're medium. Sorry. I'm sorry. Thought I had two larges. Somebody might have just gotten a large. Okay. And then one more medium in the back. That was totally worth it. Okay, I'm being told that we have something else going on, so I'm going to step off the stage. Okay, I'm not going to step off the stage.
So as you guys know, everybody works really hard, and we feel that our, the people in charge don't always get thanked well enough. So I'd like to have Jared, Barbie, Luis, Lori, come on up. Also, because everyone talks to each other way too often, we didn't actually even tell anyone in the core team that we were doing this, and normally we'd have people sign stuff, but you fuckers have big mouths, and we didn't want anyone to find out about it. So we made, based on Barbie's design, we made, the three of us had a secret team. Barbie didn't realize she was getting one of these, just to say thank you, so we made them specialty badges, and we encourage everyone to come up to them to try to sign them, to keep it as a memory for this year. And thank you to all of you that come here. You guys make this really amazing. We work really, really hard year round, and we just love to see everyone's face and how great it is. But thank you in particular to Zach and Steven for heading this up for us this year, for Barbie for her amazing designs, for Lori, who I'm convinced does not sleep. This woman does fucking everything. She really does it. Jared makes saying no to something really nice, actually. Like, it's a skill, and Luis hates recognition, so this actually brings me the utmost joy that he's up here. It's super great. Also to Davey, who was my cohort in all this, like I would text him weird designs and like things that I wanted him to 3D print, and I made that like 3 a.m. he'd send me Twitch like links that he was printing off stuff, so it was amazing. Thank you to all of you. This was great. I'll see you at the beach. It's BYOB, and keep it a little undercover, but go get your drink on. Solo stuff.
I don't. I do want to go home.